your emergency? Suspect is armed and dangerous.
Well, two Chattanooga gang members now face life in prison for a 2006 murder.
I traded my freedom in for 3 meals a day, food that is not worth eating, a cot, which they call a bed, in a cell. Like all day, you locked down all day. What am I gonna do? I could be out there, man, with my brothers, with my family, raising my daughter. So it's like people need to think about that before they gonna join these gangs. It's like gangs have a lot of consequences behind them. It's like you know the consequences in the back of your mind, but you really don't know until you in that situation. But when you in that situation, it's like, man, it's too late.
My worst regret is taking somebody's life. Yeah, I didn't even know, because it was gang affiliated and had to deal with that. My worst regret was spending from 14 to 27 incarcerated. My worst regret is not able to graduate high school. They never make it through junior high. No pep rallies, no prom, none of that. That was my worst regret. I traded in my lifestyle for a false illusion that I thought was a fantasy. It became my worst nightmare. That's my regret.
Anthony Williams and Timothy Evans made a choice to get involved with the gangs. Now they're spending the rest of their lives in prison. It all began when they were young, just like you.
Get up out of here. I'm in here for something I ain't even do.
Gang affiliation starts off when you're young. You know what I mean? It don't start off when you get 20. It don't start off when you get 30. It starts off when you're young. So when you're young, they soak your mind up with all these false doctrines, all these false ways to live, how to think, how to behave. So when you grow up, all this stuff is implanted in your head. You become a robot, you know what I mean? You do whatever it is that the person that you looked up to, you do whatever it is that they desire you to do to make that name for yourself. I was doing everything that I possibly can to make the people around me happy. And it was selling drugs, and it was shooting pistols, you know what I mean? It was killing folks. It was actually doing a lot of hideous things right now that I'm ashamed of, but that's what I was once a part of, and that's what I done. So at the age of 12, I started becoming familiar with guns, you know what I mean? I started becoming infatuated with guns, you know what I mean? And you know, started looking at like action-packed movies, thinking I could do that in the streets, you know what I mean? And it started becoming a drug, you know what I mean? It started becoming an addiction. So I fell into that realm, you know what I mean? I started smoking weed at the age of 12, started wearing different type of clothing, you know, for other people to know that what I was. It's crazy because it's like when you affiliated, you want to show the other neighborhood your dominance, you know what I mean? It wasn't something that you just get in just because it was fun, because there's nothing fun about people dying. It's nothing fun about 13 or 12 years old, you know, people like laying in the casket just because they wore the wrong color or because they said the wrong thing. So this was my environment. This is what I grew up in, you know what I mean? And unfortunately, I made some irrational decisions that put me in certain situations that came about what I'm in right now.
Had it pretty hard, man. Growing up, got involved with gangs. At the age of 17, I was charged with first-degree murder. At the age of 19, I got convicted of first-degree murder and received a life sentence. I'm 21 now. My daughter just turned 5 December the 29th, and it's like, it's really hard on me. I just be stressed and depressed every day. You know what I'm saying? Not being able to see my daughter, because I left my daughter when she was 1. That ain't all I knew, that's all I wanted to know. I was in school, I made good grades. I didn't drop out. I was still in school before I got incarcerated. It's like, gangs is not what it all seems to be. To me, it's like, it's a little bit of truth with a whole bunch of lies that come behind it. And it's like, once you join the gang, it's like there's no turning back at some point, because like I said, it's like it got a hold on you. And then that's where a lot of young people like me get confused at the age of 16 and 17. You got somebody that's over you, like way older than you, and they telling you that this love, they gonna take care of you, they got your back, all of those nonsense they feed to you. But it's like, as I've been incarcerated over the years, it's like I've been wondering why would a older person, you know what I'm saying, send a 17-year-old out there to kill somebody. So that's what basically like took place with my case. You know what I'm saying? An older person who was over me had me to, you know what I'm saying, kill somebody, and that's how it took place. And in the end, it just destroyed me.
You might be saying, that'll never happen to me. I come from a good family, or I'm a girl and gangs are just for boys. Think again.
Nowadays, if a boy sees a girl in the gang, he thinks that's even better than if she wasn't in the gang, because it means like she'll fight for him, all this other stuff. But it is just as hard for girls as it is for boys.
People come to me like every now and then they ask me, do I want to be in this gang or what? And I be like, I don't know. I think that ain't the right thing for me because I ain't that right kind of guy to be in that gang and stuff like that. I'm not no gang guy.
Maybe you are in a bad situation at home. Drugs are everywhere. Maybe your family's even mixed up with gangs. There is a way out.
I know that it's hard. I know, you know, I've met people who've been in prison and I've talked to them and I've heard their stories and I know it's gruesome, but it doesn't have to be that way. You know, when you grow up with it, you think that, you know, that's your life, someone else lives another way. That's how it is. It's not like that. You have a choice, and, you know, like, listening to those people and letting them choose how you're gonna live is completely the wrong way to go about it. I mean, be different, have the strength to stand up. I mean, don't fade into the background and let someone else judge everything you do. I mean, I guess, you know, because I know how things are and I know that stuff happens in life that, you know, you can't handle, but there's a way to deal with that instead of, you know, turning to drugs or turning to alcohol. And it's hard. It's not easy. It's not, oh, just say no. It's not like that. It's very hard, and you know, you just have to work at it one step at a time. That's the only way to make it work.
So how can you stand strong and avoid gangs? The first step, stay busy in a positive way.
You know, kind of get into something. If it's a club, a sport, you know, anything, tutoring, something, just make sure you stay in your book, stay in school, do something. Invite family functions, anything. Just stay out of the streets. Don't walk around, don't hang out, because it's never good.
At the Harriet Summit Express, we do a lot of different stuff there, like focusing on homework and other activities. We feed the homeless, we read the children, we go play with children. We have a STEP team there, and they help me stay focused on my work in school, and they keep me busy with the STEP team. I do a lot of other stuff outside, like newsletter, we're getting started.
Being busy is never a bad thing, and being busy for a good cause is even better. It's a proven fact that the more involved students are in activities that are good and helpful not only to them, but to their community as well, they show signs of being responsible and being respectful, and because they're looking out for somebody else other than just themselves. And they also have the influence of other students that are around them who actually want to do good for others too. So they have a higher purpose than just, I'm just going to live my life day to day. It gives them something else to do, something else to worry about other than just, you know, what's out there on the street.
Second step is to stay informed. That means knowing how gangs recruit and how to respond. Some gangs use bullying and intimidation to get you to join. Others may try to be your friend first, then lure you in later with promises of money or sex. The best way to respond to a gang member asking you to join is just to say no, politely. You can refuse to go along without disrespecting them. For example, you may say that your parents would ground you for life if they ever found out that you were in a gang.
If you ever get the feeling that, you know, there's something going on that you don't want to be a part of, you know, get out of there. Stay as far away from it as possible. Because, you know, gangs, drugs, all that stuff, it digs a hole for you that it takes forever to get out of. You know, and I used to be in that situation, and I got myself into trouble and put myself in a hole, but I finally got out of it, and I ain't going back to that. I mean, I could tell from experience it's not fun.
Step 3, stay connected. If something's going on at school that you're afraid of, talk to a trusted adult. Be honest and share your fears.
If you talk to your families and your friends, even your teachers at school, and they'll all tell you that, that's not a good thing to do. And it may be hard to not get into things like that because it seems like everyone's doing it. But really, if you just talk to your friends and family, they'll help you through it.
Another way to stay connected is to find an older student you look up to. You can just hang out or get help with homework.
There's a lot of research that shows that each child needs 5 important people in their life. Most children have 2 with their parents, if they have 2 parents. As we all know, nowadays it's 1. Lots of the students that we work with don't have any. So these students have in essence became 1 or 2 or 3 of the strong role models and mentors that these kids need to develop physically, emotionally, and spiritually into who they are. So what was lacking, they're filling that space, even though it's not their brother, it's not their sister, it's not their mother, it's not their preacher. They've filled a gap that there's no one there to fill. And it helps those students. I mean, sitting down and playing chess with a kid or just having lunch in the lunchroom, it makes all the difference.
There's so much stuff that you can get into, like, it's crazy. And if that's not an influence, if we can't be an influence, if I can't, then, a good influence, then I know what they're gonna get into, because I know what's out there. So for me, it's, I wanna give to them some of the stuff that I had and maybe even more, to pass on creativity and, new ideas. So that's what I get out of it.
Step 4, stay focused. Set goals and make good decisions. What do you believe in? What do you do when your friends tell you to beat somebody up or steal? If you go along, how will this affect your life? Ask yourself, are these really my friends? Is it really worth it to hang out with them?
So if you join a gang or somebody influence you to even get involved with a gang, it's because they're lacking self-esteem and they want you to be in the same boat that they're in. They can see you going the right way and they don't like that. So they figure, oh, I can offer them all this stuff that we do. We got guns and Cadillac with rims and stuff on them and marijuana. We offer them all this stuff and they'll leave all that good stuff alone. But a gang activity, somebody offer you a chance to be in a gang, that's not a friend. That's an enemy, and that's what you need to see them as such, an enemy, because it's gonna do nothing but bring you down and your entire family down from trying to get you out of the gang.
A lot of these kids don't have any other influences. Daddy's locked up, daddy's not there, mom doesn't care, mom's out clubbing until 4 or 5 in the morning. There's no parental influence on them whatsoever, so they look for whatever they can attach to, and a lot of times these guys, show them what's going on. I mean, they give them the street credibility, they see the money, they see the girls, they see, the quick fix, and that's all they know. So it's almost a vicious cycle that keeps going and keeps going until either you end up in hell or in jail. So we tell you, 1 of 2 places, hell or in jail.
Hey, what's up? What you doing? Some math homework. That's boring. What you doing?
Studying for my science quiz.
That is so boring. That's all y'all do is study?
Yeah.
Well, I was once like y'all too. I had my heads in the book just like y'all doing now. But I jumped this game. They're my friends. We kick it. We do everything together. You want to go meet them?
Yeah, sure. I'm tired of studying anyway.
Cool. What about you? You want to go meet them?
No, I really have to study.
You can study later. Let's go meet them. Okay.
Where they go? I guess we done lost more people to the gang thing.
The gang thing. The gang thing. We're losing good people to the gang thing. The gang thing. The gang thing. We're losing good people to the gang thing.
Feel good about yourself. Don't run to someone else.
The gang thing. The gang thing. We're losing good people to the gang thing. Don't get caught up in the hype. Wrong is still wrong and right is still right. The gang thing. The gang thing. We're losing good people to the gang thing. We standing up and free to do as we please. Not helping you, fight you, instead we. The gang thing, the gang thing. We're losing good people to the gang thing. We unite to do good and improve our minds. We really think it's strange to get your fame from the gang thing, the gang thing. We're losing good people to the gang thing, the gang thing, the gang thing. We're losing good people to the gang thing, the gang thing, the gang thing. We're losing good people to the gang thing. We are the
You just lost good people to my gang thing.
They see that, they live that. They're being pulled at daily to join a gang, both male and female, and they are resisting. I'd say 99, 98, 95% of them. Now, I can't sit here and say that none of our kids aren't enticed into the program because they use some very strong enticements out there in the street. And if you're looking for quick money, then they can sell you a quick money theme real quick, and then before you know it, you're in juvenile.
Some people think that gangs are like a way to make friends and stuff, you know, like your best friends, but really it's also a way to make enemies. Like you can get killed by that because if you're in a gang, there's other gangs that are against you and, you know, can harm anyone around you and force you to have to like move away and stuff.
You can also get involved in drugs and alcohol. And not only that, you're putting yourself in danger every day. You could get shot, you could be put in jail, and you don't want that.
You are endangering your life. You are putting yourself not only at risk, but your family. The ones that you hold dear to you, you know, maybe your girlfriend, your mother, your brother, you know, anybody that you feel that's very important to you.
I don't think I'd probably be in that predicament because I don't kind of hang with people that's going to push me in that direction and make me do things that I know I'm not supposed to do. Gangs aren't for you. They don't help you at all. It just makes you even lower than you should. It's not going to help you get forward. Just because they say they're your friends doesn't mean it, actually. They just probably want you, just in case somebody gets hurt, there's somebody to help. It will not help you at all. It's just a way to break you. And you can do better. You can stay in school, go to college, have a great job, make enough money a year to feed a family, get married, just be great. Retire early. Shoot for that, yeah.
Tennessee down by 6. Here's Johnson with a steal on the press, lays it up and in.
And I want to encourage you to pick a sport and find a sport and focus on it and try to do it to the best of your ability and keep playing and stay out of trouble.
Go find a sport that you can get involved in. Go find a church group or youth group that you can get involved in. There are millions of other things that you could do with your life besides join a gang. Sports was my way out of getting ever involved in any of that stuff. Being a basketball player, football player, that took up a lot of time, and also playing a little bit of baseball, that took up a lot of time, so I wasn't able to have time to go and explore the gang world. But thankful for my mom. I was blessed with a mother that kept me involved in everything, kept me in the church, and was awesome for me.
It's not cool to smoke weed. It's not cool to sell drugs. It's like, the people that tell you this, they don't tell you the consequences. They just tell you to do it. They don't tell you that the things that you do has a reaction that comes about when you commit that action. Listen, because it's a reason behind that. Listen, because it's something better than this. It's nothing nice about this. It's nothing nice about being locked up. It's nothing cool about having to watch your back. It's nothing cool about people trying to kill you. Like actually waiting outside of your house, waiting for you to come out your house so they can shoot your house up, hopefully kill you, your mother and all that. It's nothing fun about being in that lifestyle. You get what I'm saying? That it's way more bigger than what a person is trying to tell. It's actions that comes behind this. It's nightmares that comes behind this.
It's not worth it. It's not putting your life on the line. Jail is real. I grew up watching like interviews like this with people talking. I used to like, man, that stuff ain't talking about nothing. But it's like, now I'm in this seat. And it's like, man, I got a chance to really try to talk to the next person. It's like this real. It's people in here with 300 years, like more time than I got. People in here with the death penalty, like real serious business. People that'll never ever get out. People they're just having it hard. People in here losing their mind. People in here getting stuck. People in here getting killed. It's like it's a dangerous environment. And it's like once you look back on everything that you've been through, you're gonna be like, man, it wasn't even worth it. So I encourage anybody who's trying to join a gang, just please, man, go talk to somebody. Talk to your mama, talk to your daddy. Especially if you got a big brother out there, talk to your big brother. Stay in boys clubs, stay in school, because I ain't gonna lie, I regret it. I wish I would've stayed in school.
There's nothing wrong about going to school. There's nothing wrong about, I wish I could go back and be junior high, because at 8th grade, that's where it stops for me at. It stopped with me in 8th grade. I miss not able to wake up and go to school. I miss other activities, field trips, stuff like that. I miss that.
Stay with that, stay persistent with that. And it's like, man, don't ever let nobody tell you you can't do what you know you can do. And that's basically what I was always put in my head, man, you ain't gonna never be this and never that, and you know what I'm saying? Get this, sell this dope and shoot this up and do this. And it's like, I embraced it and I just looked up to these old people like, this is love, but the whole time I was blind, because this is what it cost me then. Sitting here giving y'all this interview, I'm like 200 miles away from home, and I ain't got nothing.